Welcome. This presentation is about how the cohesiveness of robot groups affects the perception of social rejection by human observers by Hongshen and Ray Lc from School of Creative Media, City University of Hong Kong. So, from previous literature, we know that exclusion or rejection by robots will lead to lower self-esteem, satisfaction, or needs. Group effects of robots were also found to influence how humans perceive robots. For example, how dangerous or how friendly they are by comparing single robot versus a group of robots. It usually means by 3 in those literatures. However, rejection by robot groups have not yet been fully explored. Imagine this one day when we run into a party that you are desperate trying to join one of the groups. What would people feel more? Rejected by a group with identifying clothing and hairstyle, or rejected by a group with super diverse dressing and looking? Combining those two, we try to understand the effects of robot groups in antitativity on how humans perceive social rejection from robots. We hypothesize that rejecting by a group of diverse robots would be worse than rejecting by a group of unified robots. This study is an online between group survey experiment. Participants watch 5 types of rejection with breaks between and fill out surveys for each type. Each rejection was designed based on an interpersonal rejection article by Leary in 2001. Let's briefly talk about each rejection. Ignore. Robots ignore the approach and remain the same activity. Recognition. Robots recognize the approach but pause until human leaves. Avoidance. Robots turn away once the approach and resume after human leaves. Expulsion. Robots turn against human until human leaves. Group reject. Robots turn away and start in a group activity till human leaves. We also measure their belonging, meaningful existence, and self-esteem, social rejection and inclusion rating, open-ended questions to address their plot and emotional response, and the antitativity items to address the robot antitativity in the video. Let's look at the antitativity manipulation. On the left is the high antitativity condition. Synchronous movement, same turning speed and turning timing. Same posture, it means same height and same pointing angles. On the right is the low antitativity condition. Asynchronous movement about 0.5 seconds apart, turning speed one after another, different posture, height difference, and varied pointing angles. Below were the 2 rejection types we would like to share with everyone: group reject and expulsion. Let's check them out real quick. Skip little ahead to the point where we can see the actual they are pretty unified in this video, as we can see here. Get the idea. You see, when they're turning towards the humans, they're using different speed, different posture, and different timing. Let's talk about our key findings. In short, what we found was in the group reject, participants reported lower inclusion and higher rejection rating compared with in the high antitativity condition. Qualitatively, participants also mentioned more rejection or exclusion in low antitativity condition than in the high antitativity condition, in general across 5 types of rejections. So in short, Our study provides insights about how negative interpersonal impact of robot groups could have been placed on humans, and this should be investigated, and suggests that identifying such negative parameter of robot groups composition may avoid unnecessary harmful emotion in designing multi-robot human relationship. We also conclude that greater diversity in group composition, synchrony, posture, appearance can lead to greater rejection in seemingly simple HRI interactions. Thank you so much.